Okay, testing, testing, testing. We're gonna see if any of this works. All right, let's see if we're live yet. Oh, we are live. Grand, grand, grand. Hello, everyone. I have some important information to share with you. This is a crucial video. This is a crucial stream. Okay. I don't want any scrubs here. This is, in fact, let me just tweet it out so that the whole world knows once and for all. This is a crucial stream. Okay. What's the haps? I don't want any scrubs here. This is crack in the neck. So the whole world knows. Here's what's gonna go. Here's what's gonna go down. All right. We're gonna rank. We're gonna rank all of the top grossing films of all time. Don't worry, I have a list right here. I'm gonna make it nice and easy for you guys. Okay, I am determined to get this little stinker, a little film called Avengers Endgame, from the number 2 rank to the number 1 rank. All right, it's time, dude. It's just time. It's time for Avatar to be dethroned. It's been a decade. I'm sick of it. I don't remember anything from the Blue People movie. I don't. So sick of it. Anywho, enough about that. And as you can see, I have a nice live counter here to the side, showing just in dollars what Avengers Endgame is making in real time. This is in no way doctored, nor did I spend hours in After Effects trying to make a counter go up like that. No, siree, this is updated in real time. Avengers Endgame versus Avatar Endgame. So, let's get. Oh, there's echo. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to fix the echo. That's a damn shame. Hold on. So, how's that? Is that better? Did I fix the echo? I am so sorry. Shit, I just ruined this whole video. That was fast. Anywho, trying again. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're gonna rank the top grossing films of all time. We're gonna start all over again. Since I had an echo. Since I'm a dumb 8-brained idiot. So let's try that again. Hi, here are the top grossing films of all time. Okay. Number 1 is Avatar. Boo. Boo. Go away. I want Endgame to surpass it. Oh, nice. There's a little blurb. I didn't even read that. Okay, I'm bored. So let's get started. I see these tier lists everywhere on YouTube. iDubbbz made one. Video Game Donkey just made one. I want to do one myself. Okay, I'm gonna do one myself. So here we are. These are the top 10 grossing films of all time, and I believe they're in order. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So starting off the list, the top grossing film of all time, Avatar. This is the one to beat. It grossed a stupid 2.788, if you round up, $2.788 billion in its theatrical time. That's ridiculous. This is the one to beat, okay? So, Avatar grossed $2.788 billion. So where would Avatar fit on our list? That's right. It goes in the F tier. Fuck Avatar. So, Avatar goes all the way down in the bottom. And here's why, right? It's not that Avatar is a bad movie. No, it's just a forgettable movie. I can't, like, even though I made that video on the pier with Eric and Brock, you know, the Question Boys, I don't remember. I can't name 3 people from the goddamn movie. Okay, I can't. I refuse. But I also don't know. This was basically a glorified tech demo, if you will. Everyone wanted to get the 3D experience. It looked very cool. I saw it in the movie theater in 3D with my dad. My dad and I put on our 3D glasses. We were like, whoa, mamma mia, what a spicy meatball. It was great. I mean, not the story, but the visuals were cool. Like, wow, it's like I'm there on Pandora. And then I never fucking saw it again. I don't have it on Blu-ray. I've never watched it outside of the one time I saw it in the theaters 10 years ago in 2009. Yeah, dude. Um, Avatar, the number one grossing film of all time, goes in the F tier. Okay, I'm sorry. It just, it just does. Okay, it just does. All right, we're not done. Second highest grossing film of all time. The little engine that could. It's called Avengers Endgame. And it is so far, it's only been in theaters for a little over 2 weekends, and it's already the second highest grossing film of all time with 2.228, if you round up, billion dollars. $2.228 billion. That's stupid. That is insane. That's just goddamn dumb. All right? And it's amazing. Yeah, dude, Avengers Endgame, the second highest grossing film of all time, and it's only been in theaters for 2 itty bitty baby weekends. That's amazing. Oh, just so you know, it took this big boy, it took Avatar 7 weekends to get $2 billion. It took Endgame 2 weekends to get $2 billion. Whoopsie. So we're gonna put Endgame in the S tier. Obviously, where the fuck else would it go? Endgame is amazing. Okay. I've only seen it once. I'm gonna see it again. This time I'm gonna see it in an IMAX theater because it was filmed using IMAX cameras. I'm absolutely gonna see it again. I'm gonna scream out all the spoilers as they happen. Yeah, Endgame. It deserves to be in the S tier. All right, and I'll tell you why. Avengers Endgame is this beautiful, beautiful culmination of 22 films and 11 years of cinematic storytelling. No other film has done that. There are so many fist-pumping moments. I won't spoil it for you, but oh my god. When a certain character picks up a certain thing, game fucking over. The entire theater exploded. Oh my god. It was the spiciest meatball out there. Endgame for president. Endgame for emperor of the world. Endgame in the S tier. Duh. All right. So, to recap, if you're just tuning in, hi, I'm live ranking the top 10 highest grossing films of all time. Number one was Avatar, and it goes in the F tier because fuck it. Endgame obviously goes in the big boy S tier because it's beautiful. Now, let us continue. Let us continue. We're just getting started, everybody. Hi. Thanks for joining my lovely little spicy experiment today. Sorry for that echo in the beginning. That was really cool. Number 3, Titanic. Titanic. By the same gentleman who brought you the blue aliens fucking with their hair movie comes Titanic. The greatest rom-com of all time. Now, Titanic for a very long time was the number one grossing film of all time before this guy came. But currently it is a distant third. Titanic is the third highest grossing film of all time with $2.187 billion. And by the way, this was a film that was released in theaters and then re-released in theaters. I think if you look up online, it took like several thousand days for it to hit the 2 billion mark. That's true. Meanwhile, it took Avengers 11 days to get $2 billion. Whoops, who's counting? But yeah, dude, Titanic, number 3, third highest grossing film of all time. So where does Titanic rank in this little list? I'll be honest, Titanic is a memorable movie. I think it has lasted in the pop culture zeitgeist much longer than your average bear. We all know Jack and Rose. We all know I'll Never Let Go, Jack. Women and Children First. There are a lot of memes from this movie. By the way, that's largely how I'm ranking these films. It's how many memes were made out of them. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. So Titanic, it's a long film, sure. But I'm going to be generous. I think we should put Titanic in the B tier. Yeah, it's a good movie. If you have like 3.5 hours to kill, sit yourself down and watch some Titanic. It's decent. It's a good story, you know? It's a great, the special effects were groundbreaking at the time. Unlike Avatar, Titanic was not really a tech demo. It was a solid story. It was a solid film. Almost an A movie. But I'm just going to have to move it down to a B. Just because I feel like that's where it belongs. So to recap, in the S tier is Avengers Endgame, obviously. In the B tier is Titanic. And way down at the loser tier is Avatar. All right. Now, next up, those were the top 3 grossing films of all time. What's number 4? Well, number 4, the fourth highest grossing film of all time is Star Wars: The Force Awakens, otherwise known as Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, with a whopping $2 billion. It's like $2.68 billion. 2.068 billion. Sorry, I misspoke. Okay. A distant fourth. Now, this is tricky. Where do we put Star Wars: The Force Awakens in this list? And I gotta be frank with you guys. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan out there. I don't dislike them, but I'm also like, Star Wars! You know, like, I never have been that guy. I'll watch them. I'll casually watch the Star Wars movies. I'll see Episode 9 in theaters in December. I'm not gonna, like, you know, jizz my pants or anything, but I'll see it. But The Force Awakens, I think I saw this one twice in theaters. And I'm gonna put it, this is gonna go either A or B. I'm gonna keep it in the B tier. All right, let me explain my justification, okay? So let me explain why. The Force Awakens is a very, very safe film. It's extremely similar to Star Wars: A New Hope, Episode 4, the first Star Wars. The lightsaber fights were very, very good in this movie. I feel like they were like genuine. They weren't like flippy choreographed like the prequel trilogy. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like the lightsaber battles in The Force Awakens were like raw. There was hatred. It was survival. It wasn't these beautiful like flippy. You know, it wasn't like these No, it was just like people wanted to kill each other, and I like that. But I'm not going to put it in the A tier because this was a very, very like there was another Death Star, and they already recycled the Death Star plot, and they brought up. It's just like it's very, very similar to Star Wars: A New Hope. It's a little too safe. I wish they took some more risks, but whatever. That's fine. B is good. B is nothing to scoff at. All right. Movies should strive to be in the B list. The B tier. All right, it's a B movie. So there you go. So I think The Force Awakens. I think that's a good spot for the fourth highest grossing film of all time. Let us continue. How are you guys all doing in the chat? You having a good time? We have so many more movies to go, and I even have a little surprise for you coming up. But let's keep going. What the heck else do we have here? So, oh, look at that. Number 5, the 5th highest grossing film of all time is Avengers Infinity War. All right? Avengers Infinity War, just behind The Force Awakens by $20 million. So, Infinity War grossed $2.048 billion. It is the last film to join the 2 billion club, a very elite group of only 5 films in the history of cinema to ever gross $2 billion. It's your boy, Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, obviously. I gotta say, I loved Infinity War so much, man. Infinity War is so damn good. Why is Infinity War good? I'll tell you why. I saw it twice in theaters. I dragged my friend to see it with me again. Infinity War belongs in the S tier because Thanos. Thanos is such a perfect Marvel villain. Nay, Thanos is such a perfect villain, period. All right, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has had a lot of bad luck and a lot of trouble in crafting a well-rounded, not two-dimensional or one-dimensional villain. They fucking nailed it with Thanos, man. They made the perfect villain, Thanos. Because even in okay, let's go back to Guardians of the Galaxy 1. You remember the little Thanos cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy 1? It's still voiced by Josh Brolin. But he's so one-dimensional. He literally says to this guy, I will bathe the stars with your blood. Do not fail me. And it's just so cliche villain. In Infinity War, they give him depth. They give him empathy. They give him dimensions. Did I say depth? Because they give him plenty of depth. He's so well crafted. I'm sorry, little one. It's incredible. And oh my God, it's just every line of dialogue he has in Infinity War is so good and has multiple meanings. Yeah, he's the Mad Titan. He's crazy, but he thinks he's in the right. He thinks he's this godlike character who's gonna save the universe, and you believe him. It's so yeah, dude. Infinity War, super, super good. Also, I'm just gonna geek out a little longer and say the other reason this is in the S tier was that the one-on-one fights with Thanos, Iron Man versus Thanos in Infinity War. Oh my God, all that for a drop of blood. That was incredible. Oh my God, game over. All right, so there you go. These are the top 5 grossing films of all time. S tier, you got Infinity War and Endgame. B tier, you got Titanic and Star Wars Force Awakens. And in the F tier, you got Avatar, obviously. Alrighty, let's keep going. We have a long way to go. Next up on our list, the 6th highest grossing film of all time is Jurassic World, with a paltry $1.67 billion. How embarrassing. It's not even close to $2 billion. What a distant player. Excuse me. So, Jurassic World. I saw it in theaters. Aaron and I saw it in theaters together. I'm going to have to put it in the D list, or in the D tier. And, alright. So, let me justify my, not that I need to justify to you peasants, but here's why Jurassic World belongs in the D list, or the D tier, okay? And I see a lot of you saying, at least C. Maybe put it in, no, absolutely not. This is a D movie. I remember nothing except screaming kids in this movie. All right? Any movie with kids in it is already it's already brought down to a C. Also, please tell me in the chat, what is Chris Pratt's character's name in these movies? There are already 2 Jurassic World movies. Because I don't remember. I just call him Chris Pratt. Does anyone know Chris Pratt's name in Jurassic World? Owen. I'm not seeing a last name. See? Thank you. Thank you for proving my point. Everyone's just Owen. And that's it. So he doesn't even have a last name. How embarrassing. Yeah, dude. So exactly my point. And I didn't see the sequel. I did not see Fallen Kingdom or whatever. So Jurassic World is in D. Dinosaurs fight. The end. Still better than Avatar though, because Jurassic World is not a tech demo. It's a full story. It's a movie. All right. Let us continue. We still have 4 movies left on our little list. Okay. How are we doing on all right, so Endgame is at 2.283 billion. Great, let's keep going. Next up, in 7th place, the 7th highest grossing film of all time is The Avengers. The Avengers with $1.519 billion. The Avengers. That was an event. That was an event film. people were like, oh, it's going to be crazy when they put Captain America and Iron Man together and the Hulk and Thor. They're going to put them all in one movie? That had never been seen before. And that's why the Avengers 2012 belongs, I think it fits comfortably in the A tier, or the A list. A row. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not S tier material, but this was an extreme. The A tier is very enviable. You want to be in the A tier. You should be very proud if you're in the A tier. This movie, it's amazing that this movie worked at all. You know, Joss Whedon putting all these characters together, giving them all these quippy little lines and perfect banter and conflicts. And let us not forget, this was the movie that brought us the line, you know, when Captain America tells Iron Man, take away the armor, or take away the suit, what have you got? And Tony Stark is like, billionaire, playboy, genius, philanthropist. I don't know, something like that. It's a great line that I just butchered and murdered. Genius, playboy, billionaire, philanthropist. There it is. We did it, Reddit. Yeah, dude. So, and this movie gave us all sorts of memes, and that's, you know, truly the value of a film. Lots of great moments. They somehow put all of these characters together. Isn't that funny? Like back in 2012, we thought like it was insane that 6 characters were in one movie, and then Endgame comes along and there's like fucking 40 of them. It's ridiculous. We've come a long way since 2012, but the Avengers gets an A for the Avengers, and a big F for Avatar. Oh, look at that! It spells an F. Look at that. I can't. I'm not clever enough to have planned this in advance. But this spell. Can we get an F in the chat for Avatar, please? Thank you very much. Absolutely. Oh yeah, someone in the chat just wrote, I have an army. We have a Hulk, right? Another great. The film is just full of these wonderful one-liners. Wonderful little one-liners. Now let us continue. We still have to keep going. We have a lot of films left to discuss. So that was the Avengers. Next up is Furious 7. Furious 7. This is annoying. Furious 7 is the 8th highest grossing film of all time. You know, I wish the numbers matched. That would have been a lovely touch. Oh well. Furious 7 grossed $1.516 billion worldwide. Mamma mia. Pretty spicy. So where does Furious 7 fit in this list? Guys, this is embarrassing. All right, I have bad news for you. I have never seen a single Fast and Furious movie in my life. I know there's 8 of them. I've never seen any one of them. I can't name any of the characters. I don't really know what the motivations are. Someone in the chat wrote, I knew it. So this is a little unfair of me, but by default, I haven't seen the film. It has to go in the C list, you know? Not too high, not too low, just right in the C list, okay? Maybe you can tell me in the chat where Furious 7 should be. It won't change my opinion. It's still going to be in the middle. But I'm so very sorry. I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie. They never tickled my fancy. They never floated my boat. I was never like, wow, I should see that movie right now. So Furious 7 gets a C from me. Oops the doodles. Someone just wrote, you have to see it. I like that pun. That made me hurt inside. So there you go. We have 2 more films. We got to keep going. All right. In 9th place, the 9th highest grossing film of all time is Avengers Age of Ultron with 1.4 billion smackadoodles. That Avengers Age of Ultron. Aaron and I saw this in theaters. We were both like, when we saw it. I'm going to say this. I think, before I rank it, I think Avengers Age of Ultron is easily the worst Avengers film of the 4 ones that are out. All right, like if I had to rank just the Avengers films, this would be the lowest one. I'm so very sorry. Now, what does that mean on this list? What does a bad Avengers film look like? I'm torn between B and C. I don't know, man. It's either a B or a C. Because, like, I feel like C is a little too low. I feel like C is a little too low. Because this had a lot of great moments. Like, Cap almost, you know, pulling out Mjolnir. Excuse me. And the birth of Vision, I guess. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. This was the worst of the Avengers films. And I want to prove to you that I'm not just some dumb Marvel fanboy. So let's put Avengers Age of Ultron at C. Like, nothing really happened. I mean, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, Quicksilver died. We were introduced to Quicksilver, and then he fucking died. So it's like, oh, well, no harm, no foul. So I'm going to put it in the C tier. It's probably a little too low, but I feel like I need to balance things out. Pun intended. So let's keep going. Finally, the last film. Number 10, the 10th highest grossing film of all time is Black Panther, which grossed $1.347 billion. I did not see Black Panther in theaters. I saw it later on a small screen. It was good. It was good. It wasn't. I appreciate the cultural importance that a movie like this brings to the table. It had some very well choreographed fight scenes in the first half, and then it kind of devolved into a bad CGI mess towards the end, especially with Black Panther versus Killmonger. It looks like, I was getting Spider-Man 2 flashbacks with the CGI. But I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B. Absolutely. It was a good origin film for Black Panther, in my opinion. It had some good lines. And yeah, I think I can put it above Age of Ultron and not feel too bad. Absolutely. It's not an A film, but it's not a C film. It's just a solid, good Marvel movie. So feast your eyes on this. Feast your eyes on this, actually. All right, on the S tier, we got Endgame and Infinity War. These are the spiciest meatballs you'll find on the plate, definitely. On the A tier, you got The Avengers. Solid film. The B tier, you got Titanic. Great rom-com. Watch with your girlfriend or boyfriend or your dog. Force Awakens, a very safe but entertaining Star Wars flick. And Black Panther. C-list, Furious 7. I can't recommend or not recommend this film. I've never seen it. Age of Ultron, the worst Avengers film Marvel has made yet. Very sorry. In the D tier, you got Jurassic World. People still don't know Chris Pratt's character's name, which I find hilarious. And all the way down, the top grossing film of all time so far, and I really hope this changes soon, all right, watch Endgame beat Avatar, is Avatar. With $2.78 billion, people cannot name like 3 characters from this film. They're making 4 more sequels, which really hurts my soul. Now here's the deal. Before I continue, let me just say this. Ever since I started this whole watch Endgame beat Avatar mess, a whole bunch of nerds have tweeted at me and had told me like, well, technically, with inflation, Gone with the Wind is the highest grossing film of all time. To which I say, shut up. Shut up. No one likes you. You're the person that people invite to parties out of pity. You're the person that calls the cops on a house party if you see anyone drinking. All right? But I'm a giver. I have decided that I am going to make a separate list, a separate tier list just for the top 10 highest grossing films of all time, adjusted for inflation. All right, so we're just gonna keep on keeping on. I got a whole new list. Okay, so we're gonna scroll down Wikipedia. Here you go. These are the highest grossing films adjusted for inflation. Number one, Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. If you adjust this film for inflation, you'll notice that it has made a whopping $3.7 billion. Now that's just that's ridiculous. That's too much money. That's too many dollars. Like, Mamma Mia. Oh my God. So Gone with the Wind. 3.7 billion. Even Endgame won't get that. Endgame might hit 3 billion. There's a lot of projections that estimate Avengers Endgame will hit and surpass the 3 billion mark, the first film in history to do so. But I don't think it will ever hit 3.7 billion. So, where does Gone with the Wind go on our list? It's funny enough, my wife Erin loves Gone with the Wind. She really likes this movie. However, my wife Erin also likes The Animal, starring Rob Schneider. So I can't really trust my wife's taste in cinema. I can't. So that's gonna go. We're gonna put that down in the C list. All right, we're gonna put this down there. It's very long. It literally has an intermission. That's real. This movie is so fucking long. It has an intermission. We're gonna put it in the C list. I saw it. It's okay. I get that it was like a milestone in filmmaking. And correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't this one of the first films in full color, if not the first film in color? I think it was before. I think it predates The Wizard of Oz. I could be wrong on that. I don't trust myself with that. But I'm going to put Gone with the Wind. C, final answer, Reg. Boy, what a dated reference that is. All right, so that's Gone with the Wind. Adjusted for inflation, the highest grossing film of all time. Let's keep going. Number 2, adjusted for inflation, is still Avatar with $3.251 billion. Very cool. Very cool. So, yeah, fuck Avatar. That still gets a big F. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It doesn't change the fact that it's a tech demo. No one ever saw it again. They saw it in theaters, and then they were like, I'm finished. Spat right in the camera. All right, so there you go. Let's keep going. Number 3. The third, it's Titanic. It's Titanic again. It's Titanic. Where did I put Titanic? Oh, I moved up in the B list. Okay, or the B tier. So Titanic stays in the B tier. It's good. It's good. Next up, Star Wars. But the first one ever. So where does Star Wars go? Look at all those pixels. So, Star Wars. Again, I'm not a Star Wars nut. Never have been. The first film, I know people saw this in theaters a jillion times. Like, literally, people saw this in the theaters. Some people saw it like a dozen times, if not more. So you have to put that in perspective. You have to respect the importance in, nerd culture this film has. However, I'm sure you guys have seen Star Wars, right? This has, I think, the worst fight scene of all time. Of course, I'm talking about that lightsaber battle between old Obi-Wan Kenobi and old Darth Vader. It's literally it's two old men with lightsabers going. It's pretty bad. It's real fucking bad. So that's I gotta keep it in the C list, man. I gotta keep it in the C list. It's I don't think it holds up like people want it to, man. I understand how important it is. I don't think it holds up like people want it to. So it's gonna get. I almost want to put it down D, but I think people will fucking kill me if I put it down there. So C it is. C it is for Star Wars. I'm sorry. That's fine. Someone said you're going to upset a bunch of nerds. I already do that on a daily basis, so I think I'll have to just live with myself. Next up, after Star Wars, the fifth highest grossing film is The Sound of Music. Again, these are all adjusted for inflation, in case you forgot. So, adjusted for inflation, The Sound of Music grossed $2.5 billion. That's ridiculous. Jesus. That's so much money. Sound of Music. Dare I list it higher than Star Wars? I do. Everyone knows the music from The Sound of Music. Absolutely. I'm gonna put it I'm gonna put it up in a B. I don't think it's quite good enough to go A, but everyone knows at least one of the songs from Sound of Music. Family Guy's riffed on Sound of Music a couple of times, which I think counts for something. So yeah, dude. Sound of Music, right next to Titanic in my weird magical listo right there. Absolutely. Oh yeah, and I totally forgot. Someone said because of Seven Rings. There you go. Hey, do you like the Ariana Grande song Seven Rings? You would not have that song if it weren't for my man Sound of Music. Yeah. So there you go. So that's why Sound of Music gets a big fat B. It's a B movie. Let us continue. Adjusted for inflation, the sixth highest film is E.T., the Extra-Terrestrial, with $2.487 billion. E.T. I'm not going to lie. I don't like E.T. Aaron loves E.T., all right? Aaron loves the film E.T., but she also loves The Animals starring Rob Schneider. She has terrible taste in films, guys. I can't stress that enough. I really can't. I have no love for E.T. Does anyone in the chat love the film E.T.? It's an ugly alien, Like, it just kind of looks like the slimy, like... I don't think it, yeah, dude. I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna put it down, E. I'm gonna put E for E.T. I'm sorry, Spielberg, but this movie does nothing for me. It's not an F, but it's certainly not an A. It's an E. An E for E.T. This is probably a little too harsh. And please don't tell Aaron, but it does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. Now, I keep in mind that I have not seen E.T. in like 28 years. Or 20, no, that's not true. I've not seen E.T. in like 22 years. But that's fine. If it were a better movie, it would have made a longer lasting impact. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. I feel like my choice is perfectly justified. Let's keep going. What's next, I wonder? Oh, number 7, the 10 Commandments. Perfect. The 10 Commandments, $2.354 billion. Absolutely. So, yeah, the 10 Commandments. Whenever I run out of NyQuil or ZZZ-Quil, I just put on the 10 Commandments and I fall right to sleep. So, there it goes. That's my justification. Oops-a-doodle. Oh God, a lightning bolt from God is about to strike me. I'm sorry, but no, the 10 Commandments will not get anything higher than an F. I just did that. So very sorry. I'm not sorry. Down it goes. Yeah. 10 Commandments. Right next to Daddy Avatar. Next on our list. Yes! Dr. Zhivago. $2.232 billion. Again, adjusted for inflation. All right, now I'm just doing some quick math here. Dr. Zhivago. Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah. Dr. Zhivago, let me pull up the let me pull up the list here. So Dr. Zhivago is a nice quick little film. I'm kidding. It's 3 hours and 20 minutes. Hey, quick, who in the chat here has ever watched from start to finish Dr. Zhivago? Please tell me. Who in the chat here has ever seen Dr. Zhivago? Oh, no one? Got it. I thought as much. Cool. All right. Yep. Now I'm being a giant dick. I'm sure if I go back and maybe watch these films, I would have a different view, but absolutely not. I'm a busy man, okay? I have memes to make. I have cat videos to make. Dr. Zhivago, you're right next to Avatar and the Ten Commandments. Boom. Roasted. Next up, Jaws. Jaws, number 9. Adjusted for inflation, Jaws would have made $2.182 billion. That's a lot of money. That's a billion dollar, that's a multi-billion dollar movie, Jaws. Guess what? Jaws is great. Jaws is great. A tier, at least. Maybe even bigger, I don't know. But at least A tier. Or higher, I should say. But yeah, dude. Fantastic. It's quick. It's to the point. You know, the stakes are high. You care for the characters. It's unpredictable. Jaws is good. And honestly, Jaws was the first modern day blockbuster. It's true. Google it. So there you go. And a great score too. Jaws, you get an A. You get an A for effort. So definitely, yeah. There you go. That's Jaws. And finally, number 10. Adjusted for inflation, Star Wars The Force Awakens would be in 10th place with $2.144 billion. And I believe, was that a B or a C? We put, yeah, B? Okay. Yeah. There you go. It's, according to this list, Star Wars The Force Awakens is just as good as The Sound of Music. Whatever that means. I don't know what that even means. Oh, God. Oh, no, look what I did. This can't be right. This can't be right. Shit. I can't, you know what? I can't put The Force Awakens higher than A New Hope, can I? All right, let's do this. We got to switch them. We got to switch them because there would be no this without this. So we got to move A New Hope up to the B tier, and Force Awakens, we got to bring that down to the C tier. Just by what's the word? Just by default. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. So so these are the 10 highest grossing films of all time, adjusted for inflation, perfectly ranked. And then these are just the 10 highest films of all 10 highest grossing films of all time, period. Not adjusted for inflation, also perfectly ranked. And if you disagree with me, please let me know. I'll send my P.O. box later, so you can send me some cool letters. Yeah, dude. So, in conclusion, let's go back here. In conclusion, was this live stream just an excuse for me to remind you to watch Endgame and beat Avatar? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Show of hands. Who has seen Endgame? Who has already seen Avengers Endgame? Who has already seen Avengers the Endgame? Give me a fat yeet if you've seen Avengers Endgame. Okay, great. Who here has seen Avengers Endgame twice? I have not. I'm going to see it very soon, I hope. I want to see that shit on an IMAX screen. All right, look at all those fat yeets. Love it, love it. All right. Well, if you've seen it once or if you've seen it twice, maybe see it again. I'll bet there's stuff you missed the first or second time. I'm going to see it. I just really want it to beat... Hold on, wait for it. I really want it to beat Avatar. I do. Nothing against James Cameron. Nothing really against the movie. But this film it's been there for a decade. All right? It's been number one for so long, only because of the whole 3D mess. That was it. And then no one ever saw it again. Endgame, I want to see that one again. I want to like analyze all the fight scenes. I want to analyze that whole last hour without spoiling too much. I want to watch that whole hour again. Oh my God, mamma mia. So yeah, dude, do me a favor. Help me make Endgame, number one. I think that's the least you could do. Now I should read some chats. I saw that you guys were crazy enough to donate. James the Sheriff Dixon, have some more of my money. Hope you remember me. What up, James the Sheriff Dixon? Thank you for the very generous donation, dude. Of course I remember you. What up? Jack Neely, man, gave a sizable donation. Thanks, dude, for tuning in. ZTXMI gave me 20 euros. We've all seen Dr. Zhivago, obviously. Well, yes, thank you for approving my point. And we got Sensitive Kippers. Said, thanks for making videos and always making me laugh. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Guys, thank you so much for just humoring me and doing this terrible tier list video. Sorry for that intro. That was terrible with the echo. Sorry about that. I did not anticipate that. Oh, well, what are you going to do? But yeah, man. Watch Endgame and beat Avatar. I just really want this film to beat that film. That's all. That's all. I think we can make it. I think we can make it happen. Oh God, we have more. Oh my God, Matthew. Oh no, Matthew said Batman dies in Endgame. Fuck, dude. I didn't know that. Shit. Well, thank you for the tip, Matthew. You got a big kiss. Emmy says, hot take. Endgame was amazing, but was it really better than Infinity War? To which I say, that's a good point. I think Infinity War is a tighter film than Endgame. But Endgame is more of an event. You know, Infinity War is a tighter, more condensed story. It had more intimate scenes, more intimate fight scenes. Endgame is just a tighter, Endgame is just a fatter, explosive event of a movie. But it had a lot of incredible moments. So I feel like they're tied, but I do get what you're saying because I've heard people say that before, and I can kind of get that. Set Marvel says thanks for helping Marvel. You got it. Thank you, Mr. Speedy Ace. Lucy says great list. Endgame is one of my favorite movies ever. Last hour made me cry so much. Oh, dude, there was a person sobbing in front of me in the movie theater, like she was cheering and then she was sobbing. Oh man, it was great. Like I'm not complaining. It was just like it shows how like passionate people are for this film, you know? Andrea says Endgame is a bad movie. Love your vids. Andrea, you're incorrect, but thank you for the tip. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh my God, Tokyo Mustard says Lightning McQueen dies in Endgame. Damn. I don't know how to do that. Thanks for the tip though. Oh, wow. Exotic Low says there was a 15-second TV ad that spoils like the last hour of Endgame. Still will watch it again, though. That sucks. That sucks that they would do that. What a waste. Oh, yeah. Paul the Fawn said Disney announced the dates for the new Avatars. Oh, I saw. Trust me, I saw. Oh, here, sorry. Let me pull up the tier list so you can at least have something interesting to look at while I talk. Yeah, dude, I saw that the first... Avatar sequel. So Avatar 2 is coming out in December of 2021. Boy, I can't wait for 4 more Avatar movies because, you know, the first one was so great. Whoops the doodles. Where's Norm of the North on this list? That's from Ando EXE. That's coming later, dude. That's coming later. Can't wait to see Avatar be dethroned. That's from Dimitri 3. Me neither, dude. Sorry. That was a lot of words at once. Me neither. Come on, man. Let's get Avatar out of here. Let's dethrone the shit out of Avatar. I'm ready. Side Bernicus said, rate meme movies. Where is Shrek and Sonic and Emoji Movie? All bad lists. What? Thank you for the tip, yo. Yeah, Sonic. Oof, that's a whole other can of worms, man. Boy, oh boy. Andy Lopez says, imagine Shrek wielding the Infinity Gauntlet. Yes, indeed, imagine. Thank you very much for your tip. Oh, no. XTX says, how'd you feel about the scene where Aquaman drowns in Endgame? I cried, dude. I cried fucking hard when that happened. Oops, I spoiled it. So sorry. Oh my gosh. MJR Schneider says, you remember XXX, The Return of Xander Cage? Definitely deserves S tier. Oh, we all love that necessary sequel. What a great film that was. Slow Snail Gaming tips some money to say the minions die in Endgame and you use the wrong form of die. Oh, excuse me. I'll dab to that. Thank you. Oh, boy. Yo, Reg S tipped $20 to say, all right, I'll watch it. Sheesh. Woo! Thank you. Thank you for joining the dark side, Rage. Much love, dude. Much love. And yeah, definitely watch it. Oh, man. So yeah, dudes, that's pretty much it, I guess. Thanks for tuning into this terrible live stream. Maybe I'll make it public, but that whole first like 10 minutes I'm sure is real bad because I didn't notice that I had a terrible echo. I'm sorry for that. Yo, Mr. Speedy Ace, thank you very much for the contribution, my man. I'm gonna buy a third dog with that money. Much love. Much, much love. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this, a new video hopefully this week. It's gonna be Fixing Your Twitter Bios 8. Yeah, it's a new episode of Fixing Your Twitter Bios. Oh, I'm also working on the Kids Bop Quiz 2, a.k.a. the Kids Bop Quiz 2019 edition. I've already filmed with a bunch of people. I filmed with Gus and Eddie. I filmed with Jaden Animations and Dan Bull and Rumi Official. I'm filming with the Valley Folk. I'm going to try to film with Paint, John Cozart and Paint. Maybe get Grace Helbig. Maybe get iDubbbz, I don't know, see if he's cool with it. Maybe get Ethan and Gila, see if they're cool with it. Going to get Brock and Eric. We're going to get my wife, Erin. And we're going to get Steve Green, Nikki Limo. We're going to get multiple groups of people all reacting to a brand new quiz. It's the Kids Bop Quiz 2 2019 edition. It's going to be a big fat video. It's basically going to be your Grammar Sucks 100, except Kids Bop Quiz edition. It's going to be giant. I'm getting more people by the day, by the minute. It's just going to be a giant collabothon. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you guys get to play along too. It's a whole new quiz. All new questions, all new choices, all new song lyrics. And that's going to go up once I'm done filming and editing. It'll take some time. It's a giant effort. Like I said, I'm filming with multiple groups of people. Not just multiple YouTubers, but multiple groups of YouTubers. Because they're playing against each other and you guys are playing against them. It's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a real shit show in the best way possible. So stay tuned for the Kids Bop Quiz 2 coming later. But this week, you're going to get Fix Your Twitter Bios 8. All right. So thank you very much, you guys, for being some big boys and big girls. You get on out of here. Get on out. Thanks for streaming. I'll see you guys when I feel like it. Mwah. Kisses. What? I don't know. That was weird. Fuck you.